Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. And when last we left off, we're exploring the west tower of Durgan's Battery, and we found the artillery lift that will probably bring us to those really impressive cannons. Unfortunately, the lever is missing, there's a cog that's gone, and there's a lot of rust on this chain. We're going to need to find some things, or bodge some other solutions, to get that thing functioning. And we want it functioning well. That thing's going to be used a lot of times. Now, we found a Suldrak over here. There appears to only be one. Well, there's only one. We can take out that one by having at you with gun, and then having you stabinate the Suldrak. Shouldn't take you too long. And you get a few more points of damage on the soulbound weapon. And in a moment, there we go. Victory is ours. And that brought you up to 148. It's leveling a lot slower than it was before.
Indeed.
Anyone else in here? The answer's probably.
Interesting.
Ah, there's an obvious treasure. And a not-so-obvious treasure. This is the mantle of the excavator. The Pargrunum are known not only as great explorers and builders, but also as experts in the field of mining. To survive perilous underground environments, they've deployed a variety of cloaks and hoods that protect wearers from poisonous vapors. +2 survival, +4 perception. +4? Wow! That's ridiculous. What are we currently using? +3. Well, this is just better. This is just so much better. Okay. What one are you using? You're using that. You're using that. You're using the Resolve Cloak. You're using the Deflection one. And you're using +2 con. Okay. That's just an improvement for you. Also, I want those in there, that beer as well, and that there. Oh yes, that can also go in there. Fantastic. Anything else in here? Looks like there's that. Yeah, we know about that. So, we want to instead head this way, into this frozen part. In here, oh, there is a skeleton that we didn't examine. Here is a pearl and an opal. They go into the stash.
I'm here.
And now we'll go this way. That room seems important. We've also heard about the... Okay, maintenance room is here. We've also heard about the very acidic gas that's used to treat the cannons. It's not in here, and it's not in any of the other rooms, so it's probably that room. It's probably that room. Yes. Here, though, there's a trap. There's also these. The cannons are cold as ice and banded by angular patterns and prayers to Abaddon. Open this up if you can.
Hope that helps.
Yes, you can. And in here is a dwarven lever. A lever you found in the West Tower. A malformed cog is attached to one end. Well, that's perfect. That's the first thing we need to fix that lift. And this is locked with the cannon range key.
I'm here.
So in here... I closed the door. In here, we're going to find some spiders. Okay, spiders. Watch out for them. Let's get you a little bit closer.
As silent as my feet.
How many spiders are there here? The answer may not surprise you. It's a non-zero number.
Hey.
Getting a frosty reception here. Okay, we can... Ooh, there's also a Suldrak. You get rid of the moon spider. And a Suldrak there. How about the you two?
Hey.
Go here, go here, go here, go here, go here. Okay. Back up. Back up. This is a fight we do not want to underestimate. Not at all.
Following your lead.
So you're going to start doing that. I need you to buff. I need you to
How may I
buff
help?
yourself.
Hey.
You need to block the way in.
Hey.
They'll come to us. Actually, you move a little bit further forward. There
Yes.
we go. We'll use this here now. It's you three. Once you took care of most of the Suldrak,
Hey.
we can have Breathing Mother charge forward. We can use Disintegrate. Let's use Disintegrate now.
Yes.
You could fire that off. I need you
Yes.
to use this. Might as well use it here. Weaken you. Yeah, you're gone. Excellent. Go over to this young Suldrak. Nope. Fight the Suldrak Screecher first. We can absolutely switch you over to the daggers now.
I shall end this.
Switch you to the daggers. You go here. And just like that, this is done. Oh, another spider's got involved. That's okay. It really is okay. This won't take that long. And just like that, you can move forward. Have at thee! You get a tap biscuit. Every little strike is more damage. And in a moment, you will be gone. Brilliant. Victory is ours. To the victor, go the various bits of spider and Suldrak. There we are. This puts the dagger at nearly halfway, 248. Who wants to bet the next one's going to be
Indeed.
1,000?
Yes.
What do we have here? We have... Oh, we have this.
I'm here.
What is this? You peer through the hold and see a wide, sturdy parapet running along the wall. Several feet along the wall, you see a broad crack. It appears to lead to another room. Look down. Wind whistles by your ears. The peaks of the White March rise below you and continue into the distance. We will go. You sidle across the ledge. You reach the crack in the wall. A noxious, eye-watering vapor seeps from within. Yep, there's that acid that treats the cannons. We will bash through the wall. You pound on the wall. It's taxing work, and by the time the wall starts to give, your shoulder flares with pain. The ancient masonry crumbles away, and a stinging vapor rushes through the breach. You try to hold your breath, but you gasp a searing lungful of gas as you cling to the ledge, fighting to strain your muscles. Examine the room. You continue into the newly cleared room. Okay, we're in, and in here is a disease pudding. Also, we gained severe burn and a wrenched shoulder, but we're in.
Hey.
We're in. Okay, these are not going to be anything that we underestimate. We're not going to underestimate these, so
Following your
do the standard thing that we do,
Yes.
and you're going to do that. Disease puddings, eh? I would not have wanted to fight these while that gas was there. Actually, these don't seem too bad. So, you don't need to do that. Just attack. And there we go. That actually wasn't too terrible.
Your thoughts must flow deeply.
Not too
indeed.
bad at all. Okay, there's another one. There's another two,
I'm
actually.
here.
So, you attack this one.
Hey.
You attack this one. And then you can start stabbing.
This one repels my touch.
As you do this, and attack from
Shed no
behind.
blood.
There we go. Just like that. You
Not
can
getting through
this. Get all this damage in, and that's
Your
one
wound
putting
shall
down.
shed no blood.
And we'll get the other one. Look at all these points we're accumulating that we're not spending. Yeah, this would have been much worse if we'd have let the acid stay in here. So I'm glad we got rid of it. And that puts us up to 392 damage. Clearly, oozes are what we need to fight to level this up. Okay, what do we have in here? We have here
Yes.
this. A patinated cog. A cog you found in the patination chamber. It is coated with a thick layer of yellow slime. It's that slime that we need to protect the cog.
How may I help?
And that tells us that it's designed for the lift. There's nothing else in here. I'm going to look around just in case. These cannons are encrusted with thick, pungent slime. And there's nothing else here. So, we'll need to go back into this room. I did not want to go in here with the gas. This does mean that this room... Oh, thanks, Lagerfar. This does mean that this room no longer can be used to make the gas, but I doubt the people currently defending Durgan's battery know how to do that anyway. They might, though. They might. Okay, is there anything else in here?
I'm here.
Not that I could see that's obvious. We are missing something to do with the chain, though, aren't we? We are missing something for the chain.
I'm here.
We've got this, which is helmets. Makes sense. Oh. Got some Skulder. And Suldrak.
Hey.
Okay. Move up.
How may I
Move
help?
up.
Yes?
Move up.
Hey.
Move quite a ways up. Move here. Ready with that crossbow.
I'm here.
How about they? Okay, combat has started already. There's a lot of them.
Hey.
There's a lot of them.
Aye?
A few more than I'd like, but well, that's always the case. You go forward here. There's another one there.
How may I help?
You need to get a little bit closer, because you need to absolutely blast. Oh, there's a lot of them. Okay, there are a lot. That is bad. You need to do this in a moment. Where are you? You are there. Okay. You need to use one of your spells here.
Following your lead.
Go. Yeah, you're probably about to go down. We can deal with this. We need to use something slightly more potent, which is that. Okay, good. You do that. You fight here to defend Grieving Mother. And you need to use this here. Oh no, use that there. To do that, we need this here.
Following your
You need to go a lot further forward. Yeah, you're still active. You're about to go... Oh, you're about to go down. You're about to go down. Okay, not much we can do here, is there? We can do that. That helps you a little. But now we need to absolutely blast you. You can go there. And we then have it with you. Like that.
I'm here.
You need to shoot this moon spider. There we go.
I
And
shall
then there's
end.
just you.
My mind feels
And
sharp as
just
steel.
like that, we have not only prevailed and splattered giblets everywhere, but we got a lot closer to the next level of this. Only 110 damage to go, and I imagine the next thing that will happen is that we will lose the fine bonus completely. That will not be fun when that happens. It will not be fun. Yeah, we absolutely need to rest once we have cleared this area out.
Of course.
And I think we have cleared this area out. In fact, let's rest now. There we go. We now have the Artificer's bonus and resting bonuses. And the campfire bonus. So in here, we have a what? We have this. Yellow gelatinous residue lines the bottom of this broken tube. In here we have just a crossbow. Okay. What about here? Pargrin Rust Dissolver. A small label on the side reads, property of A. Thorol, for use on rusted materials only. Well, we have everything we need to fix our lift now.
Not sure how I feel about this.
And we have this
Hope that
that
helps.
is locked. Grab all that. And we have this that contains some potions. And this that has a note. Who knew a creature as disgusting as a disease pudding could be so useful? Their ability to not only prevent metals from rusting, but to remove rust entirely is astounding. I can only imagine what sorts of contraptions we can devise without having to worry about exposing iron to the elements. As always, I get ahead of myself. Finding these creatures is already a chore. Keeping them properly contained is nearly impossible. I was lucky to acquire what few I have. Yes, they've been using the disease puddings to protect the cannons. That's quite clever. Unfortunately, the disease puddings got free in the period after the Pargrunen of Durgan's battery fell to the eyeless, to the strange creatures that inhabit our dreams. It's definitely those things that did it. Those horrible, horrible things. Okay, we are now here, and we can fix everything with all of the things we've accumulated.
I'm here.
So, easiest thing first. Fit the replacement lever. With a little maneuvering, it clicks into place. Your new lever protrudes from the slot.
Certainly.
Well, it's not ready yet. The gearbox looks strangely empty. We can insert the new cog. You slot the new cog into place, the mechanism looks ready to run now. But it's not yet ready. This chain is so rusted it barely moves. Apply the Pargren Rust Dissolver. You pour the contents of the vial onto the chain. The solvent hisses as it dribbles down, melting the rust into a thick brown puddle. The heavy chain squeaks with movement. Now it will work. Now it will work. We can get up to those cannons and then report on our success. And not mention all the stuff we had to do to get to the cannons. Let's pull the lever. The lift at last shudders into motion, lifting you towards the clouds. Hopefully not into the clouds. We don't want to go there. We'll have gone too far if that's the case. The lift makes slow, jouncing progress. Jouncing is a word I've not seen before. What does jouncing mean? I am curious. Jouncing? Jolt or bounce? Yeah, that makes sense. It lurches every few feet, the rusted chains groaning like the dead. It comes to a trembling stop and the entire platform swings precariously. A sharp, metallic odour emanates from one of the winches. You hear screeching. At first you think it's coming from the winch, but then you realise it's coming from above. An enormous Suldrak swoops from the shadows. You feel the air from its passage as it whooshes past you, but before you can catch more than a glimpse, it's circling back, searching for you with ear-splitting shrieks. Rustling winds and heavy musk alert you to the presence of more of the beasts. As they close, the platform continues to sway and bounce. Send someone to fix the winch! Smoke rises from the rattling, grinding winch. Repairing it will be a chore. In addition, the Suldrak sweep through the air above the platform, their ears swiveling and twitching as they listen for movement. Who will go? Me. You scramble noisily towards the winch, your footfalls echoing in the dark shaft. The Suldrak pulls away from the pack and flits towards you, drawn by the ruckus. But you draw yourself up to your full height and throw your shoulders back. The Suldrak yelps and speeds past you, rejoining the pack. You reach the winch and set to work on the jammed, rusted cogs within. The problem isn't as simple as you'd hoped. You see the solution in the snarled metal, but you'll need another minute to fix it. And the Suldrak overhead are growing bolder. No, we have to keep fixing it. Mechanics 12 there! The largest Suldrak dives for the middle of the lift. Its screeches turn to hisses as it spews sizzling acid across the platform. You hear a scream and the smell of burning flesh. The smaller Suldrak zips past in tighter and tighter circles as they close. Meanwhile, the largest of the bunch is wheeling back, preparing for another attack. Within moments, you've cleared the jam. You rush towards the lever. As you do, a large Suldrak swoops overhead and sprays the platform with acid. It misses you, but you hear a cry of pain somewhere behind you. You yank on the lever. The chain rattles and clinks. The platform starts to move. The Suldrak scatter. As the lift resumes its climb, a startled Suldrak retreat back into the shadows. The platform rises from a tower, and you feel a cold wind on your face. Somebody got burnt, but we made it to the top. I'd rather that than a fight. Who got hurt? You all got burned. we can heal that later. We can heal that later. Or we could heal it now. Ooh, camping is not allowed in this area. Oh, okay. Okay. I suppose if we'd have fought, we wouldn't have these
Yes?
injuries. Lurin's the only one that doesn't have them. -2 dexterity, eh?
Yes.
Okay, let's go here. Here we have... Suldrak? Spiders? Anyone? Party gain some experience.
Long way down.
Oh, it is. Through the gap, you see winding stairs and the dull glint of more cannons. There are a
Hey.
lot of cannons here. Oh my, there are a lot of cannons.
Yes.
Okay, up you two go. Carefully does it.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Okay,
Hey.
you are struggling to get there, baby mother. There we go. You
Indeed.
made it. Okay, up
Hey.
we go. Oh, there's a spider.
Would that your eyes did not see me so clearly.
There is a spider. There's also an elder Suldrak.
Hey.
Oh.
I'm here.
Okay, I see the difficulty here.
Certainly.
More Suldrak. Yeah, this absolutely
Aye.
is a
Hey.
don't
Aye?
skimp on your spells encounter. But it'll be for next time, folks, for when we come back, leaving you at a cliffhanger. So close to fixing those getting those cannons. But there are some Suldrak standing between us and success. Will we beat them? Or will we falter? I noticed, by the way, there's a skeletal hand here holding an orb. That's not ominous at all! It is, in fact, very ominous. Discovering what this is, and dealing with the Suldrak, will be for next time. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if not. And if you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.